What's up, everybody? Today we are talking about the area of a trapezoid. So we've got a trapezoid depicted here. This one happens to be a scalene trapezoid, meaning the two non-parallel sides are not congruent. But this formula is going to work the same for an isosceles trapezoid as well. Doesn't matter what kind, this formula will work. So I've written the formula out here, and that is area equals 1/2 base 1 plus base 2 times the height. And so this is what the formula looks like. But I'm going to explain a little bit as to why it is what it is. So first of all, base 1 and base 2 are going to be just our parallel sides. So we can call this bottom one base 1. We can call this top one base 2. So that's what those mean, and then our height obviously is at a perpendicular between the two bases, that distance right there. So we have all the information we need to solve this problem. So let's go ahead and fill in what we know. Area is going to be equal to 1/2, and I'll use the correct colors here. Base 1 is 39 plus base 2 is 17 times our height is 16. Okay, so an important distinction to make, and hopefully this helps you understand this formula a little bit better, is this quantity right here, this 1/2 39 plus 17. And this is actually the average of the two bases. And I'm going to do a little illustration here to see if I can get you to realize why we're doing the average, why we're taking the average of these two bases. So let's go back to our area of a rectangle. Area of a rectangle, we'll say area of a rectangle. To use our same terms here, we can say is the base times the height, right? We just multiply the sides together. So pretty straightforward. Well, we can actually imagine changing this trapezoid into a rectangle. If we were to shrink this bottom base and increase the top base to become the average of the two. So it would look a little bit like this. Right? We could turn this trapezoid into a rectangle that looks like this. And if we made sure that these long sides here ended up being the average of the two bases, well, we could be sure that the entire perimeter of this rectangle, and therefore the area, would stay exactly the same. So I haven't actually changed any of the area of this figure, but I have turned it from a trapezoid into a rectangle. So that's why we want to use the average of the two bases here. So if I were to evaluate just this quantity here, let's see, that would be 1/2 of 39 plus 17. Oops. Let's see, 39 plus 17, and then we'll divide by 2. That's the same as multiplying by 1/2. So this quantity here is 28. So that would mean that if I were to squish this trapezoid and stretch the top part, that this distance up here would be 28, and likewise for the bottom part here. So the area of this trapezoid with bases of 17 and 39 feet and a height of 16 feet is going to have exactly the same area as a rectangle with a length of 28 feet and a height of 16 feet. So that's why we want to use the average of those two bases. So given what we know now, let's just evaluate and find the area of this trapezoid. So we know that that quantity is equal to 28, and we can multiply by our height, which is 16, and that will get us 448. 448, and we are using square feet here.